I think that there is something about this wondrous state of like not being able to trust your eyes, not being really sure what you're looking at, trying to figure that out, and that with the kind of calm of the space, there's something happening in that relationship that I think, I don't know, it's very elevating in a way. The Skyspace is located on the rooftop of the Student Activity Center, which is in the heart of campus. You go to the third floor and you exit onto a rooftop. The rooftop contains an elliptical cylinder with a doorway, and when you enter into it, it's a room. There is seating all around the perimeter, and on the ceiling there's an opening called an oculus that frames the sky in a kind of unexpected way. It's an open-eye observatory where you watch celestial phenomenon, especially at sunrise and sunset, where there's an organized sequence of lights that illuminate the interior of the space, and in doing so, it changes your perception of the sky so that the sky appears to take on many different colors throughout about an hour-long light sequence each day. Prior to the Landmarks program launching in 2008, there were no substantial works of modern or contemporary art on the university's campus. And so the idea of bringing Turrell as part of that, it was an ambitious project, but it also made so much sense because his work has a capacity to really be able to appeal to people regardless of their interest in contemporary art. It is a space, he creates these spaces that really pull people together in a shared experience in a way that really is very moving. Students, members of the community, people coming from out of town, some 60,000 of them just to see the Skyspace. And you have to remember, it only seats about 25 people at a time. So it's really all day that there's a constant flow of people. When I go in there, I see, oftentimes I'll see students reading a book or just staring at the sky, and they're just unplugging. They're just taking a moment to just get away from the churn of campus life and to kind of recenter before heading back out again. So last year, I had a group of people that I was bringing to see the Skyspace, and I walked in and I saw this group of beautiful students standing in the center of the Skyspace looking at each other. And there were like 12 of them. And I thought, this is very strange. And what are they doing? So I walked in and I said, hey, what are you guys doing? And they looked very guilty. They were looking at each other, trying to figure out whether they should tell me or not. And finally, one of them fessed up and they said, we're singing. And I couldn't believe it. I thought, how fantastic. This is great. They were afraid they were going to be in trouble. But I was delighted. This group was one of probably a number who were sneaking into the Skyspace to do these secret a cappella practices. And they like the space because it's kind of semi-private, but it has great acoustics. And so I thought, well, why are we not using this opportunity to create a program that accommodates this desire, and why are we not celebrating this? Because it's wonderful to be in that space and to hear this music. So we started Songs in the Skyspace. Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He. So there are great performers who are in the Skyspace every Sunday night. They're there for the first part of the sunset light sequence. We have a cappella singers from different campus groups, and we also have musicians from Austin Classical Guitar who are performing there. have these ideas about how you imagine people might interact with them, but there is no way that you can predict the creative, just resourceful ways that different people will engage, and then their takeaways, and then what they do to build upon that. Every night you go in there, you have no idea what you're going to see or what you're going to hear. And every single moment in that space, it's different. So the idea of bringing people into it to have a kind of communal exchange through song seems perfectly in the spirit of what James Turrell is trying to do.